We will be recording the episode with the Revelator. Tay, tell us your favorite feature.
We're going to be talking about and demoing
Yeah.
the Revelator, giving you some sound samples. Let's get into why this is different.
The real secret with the Revelator is that it's got...
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unfiltered. I'm Tay, and this is David. We are around the drum today to talk about and demo and maybe give some sound samples of the new PreSonus Revelator. David, this is a USB microphone, but it's not just that. It's actually a lot more. So let's get into why this is different. So first off, tell me what's inside.
Well, inside, obviously, we have the microphone capsule. It's a dual capsule, so you get more than one polar pattern. But the real secret with the Revelator is that it's got PreSonus's fat channel inside as DSP processing. So you can save up to 4 presets. You get access to all these different EQ, compressors, gate, effects, and whatever. And you can make up to 4 presets that save in here, and then like 20 or something like that within the app.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty powerful tool, really versatile. We were using it on drums, guitars, and even podcasting.
Yeah, so you just plug it in via USB. It's got a USB-C connector on this end, and then it goes into your computer. It has a knob here. You can adjust volume in the headphones. You can adjust mic gain. It's got a button here for the different presets. And I don't know, this thing is kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's like $179.95.
Yeah.
And that's a lot for what's in the package, you know?
I feel like this is where they're going with this. They're going, USB microphones. You plug them in the computer. You don't have to do a lot of, post editing or post processing, mixing, whatever you want to call it. With it, you just have it basically in the cylinder, right? Not in the box, but in the cylinder, right. And it can do a lot of the work for you. Basically, utilizing plug and play. Kind of like a format.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with online lessons, podcasting, streaming just blowing up over the last year, I think you're definitely right. That's a good direction to take for them. So this is a lot more than just a USB mic with some DSP processing. Taya, tell us your favorite feature of it.
This thing has powerful loopback routing technology in it, and it adds up to 3 channels specifically for that. So you have like playback, which is you can get sound directly from the computer, a computer app. You can then have another channel for, internet communication, like Skype. You can also have gaming recording. You can have the sound of the game being played and recorded. You can have the sound of the other person you're playing with recorded with you, and then all of that can be balanced in the routing technology.
It's pretty cool.
This thing is controlled by universal control, PreSonus's universal control, and inside that there's a Revelator section, right? So we previously recorded David giving you a little overview of this, so let's check that out now.
Okay, so let's take a look at Universal Control. We'll open up the app here. And the first thing you see is this page, and then you'll see the Revelator down here. So just click on Revelator, and it opens up the Revelator app. Over here, we have our different presets, followed by our mic gain, our panning, and the mic's output fader. We also have a mute button. Going up here, we've got our different presets. We've got the raw figure 8 preset that I made, the drums comp preset that I made, a couple other presets, and of course we have our preset dial that has all of PreSonus's presets and some empty spaces so you can save your own. Coming over here, we've got our fat channel. Now on this screen, we have some basic presets that give us some easy options to understand. But if you want more control, press these 3 dots, and you have all the controls in depth for your fat channel. Over here, we've got our reverb send, we've got our room size, a high-pass filter for the reverb, and a pre-delay. We've also got our mount, which adds volume to the reverb, blending in with your signal. And we've got some basic presets in this drop-down menu. For even more control, press this gear icon, and we can get in more depth with the microphone's puller pattern, the fat channel outputs, our preset button mode, which determines the number of presets that are saved onto the mic, and the mute button function mode, where we can choose if the mute button mutes the monitor outputs or the mic input. Coming down here, we've got our playback channel, our loopback 1 and loopback 2 channels, and you can blend between these to make your own mix. And of course, they each have mute buttons. We have our master reverb volume and a mute button for the reverb. And over here, we've got different mixing options. So you can create up to 4 different mixes and send different mixes to the headphones for your own monitoring purposes. And over here, we have our main headphone output fader as well as a mute. If you'd like, you can even make the headphone output mono or stereo.
All right, cool. And you can get the universal control from PreSonus by going to the website to download that. David, let's give this thing a workout.
Yeah, so we had recorded drums with this. So check that out. And when we come back, we will be recording the episode with the Revelator, and we got some more sound samples for you guys.
All right, David, we got the Revelator hooked up. We've ditched our normal mics. We're just using the Revelator. So tell us how it's hooked up right now.
So this is going into the computer via USB, and we are recording directly into StudioOne. And then within the microphone, I made a preset that's bidirectional, so it's picking up me and Taylor equally. And then I did a high pass filter, cutting off 80 hertz just to get the rumble out, and then a little bit of a scoop around 800 hertz to get some of the room crunch out. And otherwise, it's just clean.
And so we don't know how this is sounding right now. We have literally just plugged the microphone in via USB and we're recording it.
Yeah, this is our test.
So you guys are going to have to help us out and tell us how this is sounding because we are not sure ourselves. The only thing that we've listened to prior to this was the drum samples you just heard. So that's kind of it.
Yeah. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try to different distances. And we're also going to play some music. We have an acoustic guitar here, and we're going to play some music for you guys through this thing so we can see how it sounds if we were to stream it.
Yeah. So this is we're just over 2 feet away from this thing, you and I, collectively. So let's just back up 5 feet.
Sure.
So this is 5 feet away. We haven't changed anything besides the distance from the microphone. So this is us 5 feet away.
Let us know how it sounds compared to the close version. We have a pretty reflective room, so I have a feeling it's going to be really bouncy.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to go next out of the shot. We're probably going to be 8 feet away, so don't worry, guys. We're still here. Can you see my hand? So this is a little further away. I feel like I'm talking a little louder because I know I'm further away.
Yeah.
So let me just calm down here and show you what my voice sounds normally as I'm talking. Usually into the microphone we usually have set up. So I don't know. What instance could you use this in?
Maybe like an ensemble setting. I don't know, but I would do Omni for something like that.
Yeah. So speaking of Omni, David, can you select it to Omni right now?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna open up the Revelator app, go to settings, and change it to Omni. So we are in Omni now.
That means it's picking up everything that way, this way, your way, and my way.
All the way around the mic.
So let's just get up a second, move our chairs back,
and
we will walk around the microphone and either talk or make some noises just to hear Now this is literally, guys, around the drum. So
Which way are we going?
Well, we're going clockwise. We
Okay.
always got to go clockwise.
Duck, duck, goose here.
Yeah. Duck, duck, Mike.
So, I'm really curious as to how this sounds. I hope it's cool.
Yeah.
Little
Okay.
West Side Story there.
All right. So that's my knee. So David, can you put it back into the polar pattern?
Yes.
Bidirectional.
Yes. We've got our figure 8 back. So this should be a little bit more clear, a little bit more focused on Taylor and I.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we get some music going?
All right, we got the Revelator set up in the figure 8 pattern. We have an instrument. So, David, we got it set up in a scenario where you would be recording live.
Yeah, so you can use this for just recording your music, or what's really become popular in the last year is live streaming, and live streaming for musicians. It's a good way for bands to make some good money and to give some good entertainment for your fans. So we're going to show a scenario where you can do this with one or more instruments.
Yeah, so let's get started. What do you got?
I'll just play something here.
Whoa, Dave, time out. You know, we said this was a drum circle, right, before, so let's make it a real drum circle.
Okay.
And what are we missing? Some bongos.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. So, please, if you would start that over again. I'm a professional bongo player. Nailed it. All right, David. Whew. We put the Revelator through a good workout here, or maybe we put us through a workout. Not really quite sure.
We'll find out when we see this video.
But this thing is great, just out of the box. It's very user-friendly. Anybody can really use this right away, plugging it into their computer, and they can get going. If you're Zoom calling, live streaming, Skyping, just in general recording, this is a perfect option.
Yeah, and with the built-in DSP, I really think this is the future of USB microphones.
Definitely. So I love the direction that PreSonus is going. I think it sets a new standard for USB microphones. Well, if you'd like to help out the channel, help us out, create more stuff like this, please subscribe to our channel and like it. Tell us what you think you would like to have seen us do in this video differently, because we kind of just threw this together on a whim, you know, like a drum circle would be. We appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you around the drum next time. Welcome back around the drum. You gotta keep them revelated. Revelator hooked up.
Wait. Fuck, my hat.
Oh, my hat.
Okay. Now I'm ready.
Revelators, mic up. That's all I got.
Good.
I did it now, David, so I don't do it in the episode.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's start that over.
Yeah. Yeah. The blooper scooper.
That's it, right? Yeah. Okay.